My name is Jonathan Goforth. Thanks for watching today's video. Today we're going to talk about the best states to live in. So I've got a couple of videos that I made over the last month. They're going to be in the remarks below. One of those is the most expensive states to live with the top 10 list. And another one of the cheapest, most affordable states to live. Those videos are below. But today we're going to talk about the best states. These are going to be ranked by U.S. News & World Report. The article that I'm pulling this from is also below their article. So if somebody were to ask you, what do you think is the best state to live? You're probably going to give the state you live in, or a state you've been to or traveled to or lived in the past. That's what you're going to be familiar with. But we're going to be surprised with what they think are the best states and the criteria that they're going to use to rank them. Let's jump right in. Thanks for watching. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. Just click the word subscribe below and give my video a like, please. U.S. News & World Report is what has put all this together. This is the article that this is coming from. I put a link to this in the remarks below, so you can pull this up and see where your state falls in the 50. The article ranks all 50 states from best to worst based on their 8 categories. So they have interviewed or done surveys of about 70,000 people. And this research is current for 2021. They've done this for the past 3 years leading up to this report. And it's broken down between these 8 categories. The categories are weighted a little bit differently. So I put the percentage as to how much each category is reflected in the total. So you'll see the top 2 make up about 32% of the total score. So healthcare is broken down with really the cost of healthcare for that state and the accessibility of getting healthcare. That makes up almost 16%. Education is broken down to 2 components: kindergarten through 12th grade and higher education. College, all forms of advanced learning is also calculated in. The economy is broken down with 3 different components: the business environment, employment for that state, and the growth, the potential for growth for that state. Infrastructure is the energy costs of living in that state. Internet access varies greatly from state to state. And then transportation within the cities and between the cities of each state. Opportunity is the affordability. This is why I have 2 other videos. They're in the remarks below: the cheapest states to live and the most expensive states to live. That's a different topic from the best states to live. So opportunity is the affordability of living in those states. And then the economic opportunity, as well as the equality of living in each state. Fiscal stability is long-term and short-term. It also covers, does that state charge sales tax? How does it rank for property tax? All those things are the financial stability, fiscal stability. How good is it on its budget and its legislature of running the state? That falls under stability. Crime is surprising. The state I live in Missouri, has a higher crime rate than I expected to see in the report in here, which really knocks Missouri down. I live in Missouri. I figured it would be number 1. Everybody thinks their own home state is probably number 1. You're going to be surprised when I give you the top 10 states. And then the natural environment, that is air pollution, the quality of the water in that particular state. And you'll see that only takes in just slightly less than 9%. Crime takes in a little more than 9% of the total of the 8 categories. Let's jump right in. Let's talk about what is number 10 of the best states to live. Again, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Here we go. Let's jump in here and look at number 10. Now remember, there's 8 categories that are used by U.S. News and World Report, but I'm going to show 4 of them so you can see the rankings in these 4 categories. So I'm going to leave these here. I'm going to change the name of the state and these numbers for the top 10. Now, I live in Kansas City. I live in Missouri. I have friends, family that live in Kansas. Kansas City sits on both states, the whole metro. I would have thought Missouri would have ranked better. Missouri ranked number 28 out of the 50 states. For all my friends and family watching this that are curious, how did Missouri do? Well, 28. The problem with Missouri is that crime, Missouri's ranked number 44. I was shocked to see how bad Missouri does. And healthcare, Missouri ranks number 41. Kansas came in as number 22. So the state of Kansas is the 22nd best state to live based on the 8 criteria. Colorado, the healthcare is number 12. The 12th best for healthcare, 11th for education, but for economy, Colorado just nails it. The number 1 best state for the economy. Denver, Boulder, Colorado Springs, those cities have thriving economies. And Colorado is the healthiest state with the lowest obesity rate of all 50 states. All of that factors in to make Colorado number 10. Number 9 is Nebraska. Nebraska comes in number 6 for education, and for fiscal stability, Nebraska is number 7. Nebraska has 5 of the Fortune 500 companies headquartered in Nebraska. And of course, Warren Buffett lives in Omaha. So that's our number 9. Massachusetts is number 8. Look at these numbers. Now keep in mind there's 8 categories, but for these 4, it's number 2 in healthcare in the country and number 1 in education. These are also amazing scores. Economy's number 7 and crime is ranked number 4 in the entire nation. So that's number 8. Number 7 is Virginia. Number 6 is Maryland. And now it's time for the top 5. Please subscribe to my channel. I would be honored if you would subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Number 5 is Vermont. It comes in number 8 for education, but look, crime is number 2. For natural environment, it comes in at number 7. And so that's our number 5 state right there. Number 4 is the great state of Utah. Look at some of these scores. For economy, it comes in number 2. For infrastructure, it's number 3. For fiscal stability, it's number 5. And then for affordability, it's a little bit cheaper than Colorado, which was next to it as number 10. So that's number 4 is Utah. Number 3 is Minnesota. It has consistently good scores, and for natural environment, it comes in as number 3 in the country, and also for opportunity, it comes in number 3. All of that combined with its 8 categories ranks it the 3rd best state to live in. Number 2 is New Hampshire. When we get into these top 5 states, the scores are very close. Check out the article below because U.S. News and World Report does a fantastic job documenting, doing research, everything. They've put an enormous amount of work into this list. Number 2 is New Hampshire. For crime, it's number 1, the best, lowest crime rate in the country. Education is number 5. For opportunity, it's also number 1, the best state for opportunity. For natural environment, it comes in at number 4. It has fantastic scores. For all 8 categories combined, makes it number 2. And here we go for number 1. Guess what is the number 1 best state to live in? Ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 state, according to U.S. News and World Report, is Washington State. It has impressive scores. Healthcare and education comes in at number 4 in the country. Economy, number 3 in the country. Crime, 15, but infrastructure, it's the 2nd best state. With all of this combined, all 8 categories, it has no state tax. Some other states also don't have state tax either. but their other scores are not as good. And so all of this combined with all 8 categories from the beginning of the video with no state tax, it makes Washington number 1. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please give my video a thumbs up, a like. I would appreciate it so much. Thanks.